Prince Harry is said to have put the finishing touches on his memoir, with royal watchers eagerly awaiting the wholly truthful account of his life. The Duke of Sussex's memoir was announced back in July last year, and its release is expected to fall around the festive season. With the content of the book largely unknown, there has been mass speculation surrounding what Harry might say. Many royal commentators have predicted that the book will be a tell-all insight into the prince's life in the House of Windsor and could address the reported rift between the Sussexes and the royal family. Some members of the firm have been singled out as potential fatalities, with focus being placed on Harry's relationship with his stepmother Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, and the reportedly strained bond between the Duke and his older brother Prince William. However, one royal commentator believes that the memoir is unlikely to include any information that could destroy the royal family, as it is not in Prince Harry's DNA to write something salacious. Kinsey Schofield, founder of To Die For Daily.com and author of the upcoming book, R is for Revenge Dress, told Express.co.uk, I think Harry is going to try to tell a story about a young man who overcomes adversity. That's truly what I think this is going to be. Princess Eugenie disapproved of Beatrice's announcement clash with Meghan and Harry. Princess Beatrice reportedly clashed with her younger sister Princess Eugenie over an apparent snub of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Beatrice and the Sussexes both made announcements on the same day, which was said to have caused B to clash with Eugenie. He is going to discuss the death of his mother, I believe, and he's going to talk about how that affected him as a young adult, and how he turned that emotion into the leader he is today. She continued, now, will his publisher allow people like us to discuss what horrible things he might mention in his book? Absolutely, because they want it to sell. They want those pre-orders to go out the but I don't think that it is in Prince Harry's DNA to write something salacious that could destroy his family because, at the end of the day, his children could benefit from that relationship, from anything that is good that is happening to the royal family, his children could benefit from. I don't think Prince Harry is going to burn the whole place down with this book. I think he is going to use this book to elevate himself. Harry and his wife Meghan Markle have been carving out their own career paths since they stepped down from their senior positions within the firm and relocated to the US. In 2020, they signed million-pound deals with streaming giants Spotify and Netflix, launched their own non-profit Archwell and began working with numerous causes close to their hearts. Their strategy has been compared to that of Barack and Michelle Obama, with some suggesting that the Sussexes are copying the former U.S. President and First Lady. Ms. Schofield believes that Harry's upcoming memoir will aid him in branding himself as a leader in the United States, much like Mr. Obama. She said, what I think he's trying to do is brand himself as a Mark Zuckerberg, Barack Obama, some guy that can get $100,000 for a speech in Miami to a bunch of rich dudes. I think he is trying to brand himself as a leader in the United States and will use his book to try to do that. He wanted to try to rewrite his story and to be this phoenix rising from the ashes. That is the route I think he is going to go. Ms. Schofield's comments come after Prince Harry delivered an important keynote address to an informal gathering of the United Nations General Assembly. The Duke spoke during a UN session in New York City marking Nelson Mandela International Day on Monday, July. In a video posted to his YouTube channel, Mr. Sean said, Harry was recently speaking at the United Nations in New York City to, let's say, a thinned-down audience. People close to Harry over here in the UK were shocked at the style and the lethargy with which Harry was delivering that speech. People were concerned, including the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. But, according to a very good source, there was a good reason behind it. The royal expert explained, apparently Harry has been undergoing some selective media training. This is where he would be shown how to emote and get the story across without fuss. According to the source, Harry and Meghan would like to get themselves on the speaking circuit. To get onto the circuit, there have been tests and auditions from agencies, even if you are a former working member of the royal family. Mr. Sean said that the style of Harry's UN speech was an attempt to redefine how he wants to be portrayed and look on stage. According to a body language expert, Harry seemed less confident than usual during the address, but one specific moment saw him become more at ease. Speaking on behalf of Slingo, Darren Stanton said, Harry appeared nervous from the outset. While he's not really an accomplished public speaker, he still has a great deal of confidence to address a large number of people. However, this didn't seem to be one of those occasions. Harry portrayed distress signals that denoted his uneasiness on stage and how he was feeling slightly overwhelmed by the situation. He continued, we saw Harry ease when he was speaking about his mother, Princess Diana, in his speech. Despite Diana's passing being many years ago, it, understandably, still affects Harry greatly to this day and we saw a huge emotional shift in him. He became less fidgety as he spoke. We saw his affection for Diana leak through as he smiled sincerely when he spoke about her and remembered her playfulness and cheekiness. Alongside the memoir, both Meghan and Harry have other projects in the works, including a docuseries following the journeys of Invictus Games competitors and a Spotify podcast tackling the stereotypes and labels that hold women back. While Harry's book is set to be released later this year, Meghan's podcast, Archetypes, is expected to launch this summer. The Duchess is reportedly throwing herself into working on the project.